Now, for more than a decade, bringing you the very best new original music from New Hampshire-based artists on IPMNation.com and 100.1 The Planet, this is Local Outbreak. Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Local Outbreak. Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com here with you. And our featured artist on the show this week is singer-songwriter Katie Dobbins. Katie joined us in studio a couple of years ago, but we had her back on for a phone interview this week. I was joined in studio by my good friends EZG Eric Gagnon, who is a big fan of Katie, and also Christian Lacoste. And the three of us together had a phone conversation with Katie, talked about her new music, what she's been up to, and the plan going forward for her, and also the great podcasts that she does in addition to her music. So we covered a lot of ground, but we're going to open up with this great new track from her album, There Is Light. The song is called Photograph the Stars. So I'm going to share that song with you, and then we'll go from that right into our interview where we talk about that song and a lot of other things with Katie. So here it is, Photograph the Stars by the great Katie Dobbins to open up this week's Local Outbreak.
Dark outside, I wish I could hide, but thank God for the moon. Oh, I wish that you could see this. Every time I try to photograph the stars, I'm left with nothing but a picture of the dark. That you could see this. Every time I try to photograph the stars, I'm left with nothing but a picture of the darkness. Seems the only way to capture the light is to look with my own eyes. With nothing but a picture of the dark. The only way to capture these lights is to look with my own eyes, hold it in my mind. I invite you to come. I invite you to come.
Wow, very nice. That is Photograph the Stars by Katie Dobbins, and I think Katie is on the phone with us. Katie, is that you?
This is me. Hi, how you doing?
Good. How are you? Thank you for joining us on the program today, and of course, thank you to Eric over there for setting it up.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding? Thanks for having me, and huge shout out to Eric. He's been so supportive, really for years, and then especially kind of as I've re-entered into the music world this year. And thanks, Eric, for setting this up.
You're welcome.
Yeah, he was he got a little emotional during your song there. It is beautiful. I think you were here, it was a while ago. You were here with us in studio one time, and Eric couldn't be here for that, but I think it was 2 or 3 years ago now. It's time is, it all kind of runs together. I don't know if you remember how long ago that was, but...
I don't. I was trying to remember. I heard you talking about it in the last segment, and I was trying to remember, and it does all run together.
Yeah.
I feel like this past year, does it even count? I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Now, are you, from what I understand, you're kind of now getting back into playing live? Is that what's happening?
I do have my first live show booked, but it's not till August. So I'm kind of slowly, getting my feet wet, getting back into things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to start getting back out there.
Have you been doing a lot of live streaming? Looked like you had quite a bit of content on YouTube. Have you been doing a lot of that, just playing live on online for people?
I have. And, I was pretty quiet over the past year. During the whole pandemic. I think, it was just such a weird time.
Yeah.
And so once I have kind of come back to it, I started doing the live stream thing, I think later than other people. So I feel like I'm sort of now just hitting my stride with it and kind of figuring out how it works. And I've been really enjoying it. People have been really engaged and, active in the comments, and it's been really fun for me to connect back with my fans and, my people, even though I haven't been able to be, with them in person. So, and it's nice because everyone from everywhere can tune in, and it feels like you're all together, even though people might be tuning in from, 4 different states. So, yeah, I've been enjoying it.
I've been saying since the beginning of the pandemic, I've made this observation on the air many times that, in a way, as awful as the pandemic has been, we're lucky that it's happened at the time that it has, because if this had been, say, 20 years ago, when we didn't have all the technology that we do now, it would be much more difficult for people to stay connected and for artists to be able to continue to connect with an audience through the internet. Even 10 years ago, it would have been a lot more challenging to do that. I mean, we had a lot of what we have now, but not all of it. And even then, it would have been a challenge. But in this era, with things like Zoom and, of course, YouTube and all the social media apparatus that we have, it's, we're fortunate. I mean, it's funny. I was saying on the show one day, if this had happened when I was a kid, it would have been like, my parents and I would have been in the basement looking for some old VHS movies we hadn't watched in a while or something, just to fill time when there was no internet. But so are you still doing the podcast? Because you also have that wonderful podcast, Let the Music Set You Free. Has that been continuing?
Thank you so much. I do have a podcast. I actually haven't done that in a while.
Yeah.
I sort of paused on the whole Let the Music Set You Free thing, but I'm glad that you brought that up, because I'm bringing Let the Music Set You Free back. And actually, the podcast came after kind of this movement of shows began. So back after I released my first album, She Is Free, in 2017, I then started doing monthly shows called Let the Music Set You Free, where I would have other artists join me and we would sing songs about freedom and really just talk about, how to break free from the things that hold us back, whether those things are inside ourselves, whether it's other people or circumstances, whatever it is, how do we push through that and live our lives, authentically and be who we feel like we were created to be. So those shows were really powerful. I did them for quite a while, and then I haven't done any of it in probably a couple of years, really. Mm-hmm. But in June, I am bringing Let the Music Set You Free shows back, and this time I'm going to be bringing it back with some more action. So I'm going to be partnering with different organizations that, tangibly are doing things to set people free somehow. So whether it's like, contributing money to like hunger or autism research, or, these are just some things that are in my mind. I still have details to work out. But so I'll be doing shows, bringing them back, but also putting money towards tangible, specific causes. So I'm really, really excited for that.
Oh, that's wonderful and very positive. That's great. Easy G, Eric Gagnon at the news desk. He has a question. I think I might know what it is.
Oh, I got first question. I don't know why. I don't know why. I guess
that song really got to Eric. He's very. It is beautiful. Take your time, Eric.
Yeah. It's crazy. All I do is cry on the radio. And I originally do it for Amanda McCarthy songs. I guess I did it for your song today. Anybody ever cried for your music before?
Wow.
Well, it's therapeutic to cry sometimes. It's good.
There was a question in there. I don't know if you heard it, Katie. Eric was asking, has anyone cried for your music before that you know of?
I get my inspiration from a lot of different places, sometimes from my own life. Sometimes I write songs for or about other people in my life. And so I've definitely had people cry when I play them a song that I wrote inspired by them or for them. Like when I wrote Post-it notes, for my uncle's wedding, they were in tears and things like that. But I don't know if I think people have gotten teary-eyed or come up to me after a show and said, like, oh, that really moved me. And honestly, it's amazing. It's just amazing that something that I wrote one time, not really knowing if it would become anything or who I would share it with, could then move somebody in that way. I mean, as a songwriter, that's really all you can ask for. So it's really amazing when my music does move people.
Yeah.
Not that I want to make you cry, though.
I know. I posted on your page the other day that I've been battling insomnia awful for months, and I told you that on your Wednesday worship thing, I fell asleep listening to your tunes, and you said nobody's done that before.
I didn't realize that you had been struggling with insomnia.
Oh, yeah,
but
awful.
That's great. Hey, if my music helps you sleep, then listen away.
Oh, yeah, one last question. I told Matt before the show that when I was in the studio last year, I would ask the musicians, have you ever been to Canada, play some songs?
It's so funny that you asked that because I grew up in New Hampshire. I went to college in Maine, and yet I've never stepped foot in Canada. I have been out of the country, but not to Canada, and I really want to go because I've heard nothing but good things.
Yeah, I think the border's still closed, so.
Yeah.
Maybe next year, I think so.
Hopefully someday.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely. By the way, Katie, now there's on your website, it mentions an award, Best Album of 2019. Can you tell us about that? Because I think that was because I think that happened after our previous interview, I think.
I think so, too, because I think when I was on before, we were probably talking about my first album and the whole Let the Music Set You Free tour and everything. But in 2019, I released my sophomore album called There Is Light, and it's been nominated Album of the Year a couple times. I think it's up right now, actually, for the Limelight Music Awards, which are going to be held on I think May 22nd. I hope that's the right date. But yeah, you can tune in on YouTube, but it's nominated there. And I'm really proud of it. I worked on that album for, I think, 2 years. We worked on it, a year and a half to 2 years, and it's out. You can listen to it. Photograph the Stars that you played, that's from that album.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Congratulations on that.
Wow, that is great.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Christian, did you have any questions for Katie?
No, I'm just sitting here listening.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here listening. I like what she's doing with the whole giving back situation. Mm-hmm. Because, I worked in a halfway house, so it's like, okay, I see what she's doing. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Absolutely. Yeah, that kind of positivity is great. Especially in a world that, not to dwell on the negative, but we do live in a world that can be very narcissistic, and people are kind of people can often be selfish and whatnot. So it's always, I mean, for me, I find it kind of refreshing whenever I see someone really going out of their way to do something not only positive, but that actually helps people, and to help people with art, to help people with music, I think is remarkable. So I commend you for that, Katie. I think it's wonderful, and it really reminds me of that there is there are good people doing good things, and it's
thanks. So, yeah, I'm really excited about it, and that was really one of my goals this year when I sat down at the beginning of the year and thought about, what's important to me, what do I want to accomplish this year. I had a lot of things on my list because I'm a list maker, but a big one was just like, how am I going to contribute back? Like, what am I going to do? It just feels like the world needs so much right now, and it's tough to know where to start, but I feel like one small thing I can do is, share my story and what freedom means to me and kind of the path that I've been on, and then hopefully help other people by, helping them attain some kind of freedom, whatever that means. I mean, everyone has their battles, I guess.
Right, absolutely. And I see in the chat room, May 23rd is the Limelight Awards. So, oh wow, that's actually that's coming right up. That's coming right up. Very good. Very good. Well, Katie, thank you so much. Is there anything anything else coming up as far as live shows that you want to make sure that we know about? Or,
I mean, I would say, I'm still kind of trying to navigate this new season as we emerge out of this past year. So I would love for anyone listening, if you want to connect with me on social media, I'm on Facebook and Instagram at Katie Dobbins Music. I've been doing a lot of live streaming. I plan to continue that. And I also recently launched something called the Starlight Lounge, which you can find on all of my social media pages, also on my website, katieDobbinsmusic.com. And it's my take on a Patreon page, which if you haven't heard of Patreon, it's a place where you can kind of give back to artists and help them move forward in their career while also getting really awesome rewards in return. It's kind of like a VIP club, I think, of sorts. And so I'm really excited about launching that community and connecting with people in a new way in addition to all of the social media stuff. So all of that you can find on my website, and I'd love for you to check it out.
Absolutely. All right. And Katie, thank you so much. And I want to conclude our call today with another one of your songs. I've got your website open, but I'd like for you to pick. We played Photograph the Stars. Is there another song that you particularly would like us to hear today?
Yeah, sure. Since we've been talking so much about freedom, then maybe you could play Jeep Song.
Yes, I remember that one from before. I really like this one a lot. So that is a great choice. So we'll play that in a moment. All right, Katie Dobbins, thank you so much for calling in today, my friend. And hopefully soon we can have you back in studio with us.
Yes, I would love that. Thanks so much for having me. Have a great day, everybody.
All right, Katie.
Thanks for calling in.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Eric.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, the great Katie Dobbins. And let's do this. We're going to play... this is a great song. This is a Jeep Song, and then we'll come back and we'll see if the big softy over there gets teary eyed again. Hey, it takes a real man to cry in public, right?
Yeah, definitely.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
No, I actually mean that seriously. Like, I'm not even kidding when I say that. All right, here it is. This is Jeep Song, the great Katie Dobbins.
Foot off the clutch, easy now. Take that transmission down. I'll take you all over town in this wrangly top place crown. Put your foot on the gas, easy now. Turn up that radio sound. We're singing all over town in this wrangly topless crown. eyes to the window, easy now. Let that air blow around. There's views like this all over town, from this wrangly topless crown. Don't stop on me, we're riding with the wind in our seats. Don't stop on me, I'm trying to believe. Take your foot off the clutch, easy now.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com here with you. And I'm going to share with you, our featured artist this week is Katie Dobbins. And I'm going to share with you a little bit of the conversation we had. I was joined in studio by EZG Eric Gagnon and also Christian Lacoste. And I'm going to share with you a little bit of the conversation that we had after getting off of the phone with Katie. And that will lead us into the next song that we're going to play. Don't worry, it'll all make sense when you hear this. But here's the rest of our conversation from the other day. Very nice. That is Jeep Song from Katie Dobbins. And
so good.
Isn't it? Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you again, Katie, for calling in. And by the way, Eric, so she was just saying in the chat, should have had Eric pick the song. Eric, what would you have picked?
I think that one of the first songs I heard is sing about those cards on the walls there. Your relatives got married there.
Oh, Post-it notes?
Yeah, Post-it notes. That's one of the first songs I heard down the street about bookery.
Oh, okay.
I told myself, "Wow, this lady can sing." Yeah, it's funny because I got 2 of her CDs last year. And it's hard to get a CD right now because the music stores don't sell them anymore. Best Buy used to have thousands of them. You go there now, there's nothing.
Right. Walmart has some. Target has some.
Yeah, but they're older ones.
Oh yeah. No. And I know there is a record store and CD store down on South Willow Street.
Really?
Yeah, down by Bob's Furniture there is one.
Wow.
Music Connect or something. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, there is, but it's not really new stuff. I've been there mainly. It's all the old stuff. If you're into the old stuff, they have records there too. I guess it's still out there. I guess, but anyways, and I gave it to my folks to listen to, and they really liked it too. So.
Nothing brings a smile to my heart like pedaling beside you on this mountain built for 2. I knew right from the start, this love is not a race we're gonna lose. You are beautiful, you wrote on a post-it note, hung it on the fridge for me while I was still asleep. Save a smile for me. You wrote it on a post-it note, and I woke up to your words in the morning. I've always had so much love to give. challenge me to trust myself and all these things I feel. I'm changing and I feel so alive. Skating on this hidden pond with you right by my side. You are all I need. You wrote on a post-it note, hung it on the fridge for me while I was still asleep. Make me all that I can be. You wrote it on a post-it note and I woke up to your words in the morning. You're gonna be the reason for the crow's feet when I'm old. You're my lifelines and my lifeline, and I know life is always better when there's two. This cottage is built for one. Can I share it with you? Fill this wooden box with all our dreams. I can't live without you. Will you be my family? Because I love you. You wrote on a post-it note, hung it on the fridge for me while I was still asleep. I'm the luckiest in the world. You wrote it on a post-it note and wanna wake up to your words every morning. I love you. You wrote on a post-it note, hung it on the fridge for me while I was still asleep. I'm the luckiest in the world. You wrote it on a post-it note. I wanna wake up to your words every morning. You're gonna be the reason for the crow's feet when I'm old. You're my lifeline to my lifeline, and I hope you forever look forward to my love and post-it notes.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Local Outbreak. Matt Connerton with you here. Our featured artist this week is Katie Dobbins. I hope you enjoyed our conversation with her earlier in the show. But if you happen to miss it, well, we do archive all the shows. If you go to ipmnation.com/local outbreak, you can find the archive for all the episodes going back 11. Yeah, it's been 11 years now of Local Outbreak, going all the way back to the beginning at ipmnation.com/local outbreak. Also, you can find more recent episodes like this one. We've started adding them to our YouTube channel as well, the IPM Nation YouTube channel. You'll find them there too under the Local Outbreak playlist. So, if you missed anything, you've got a couple of options. But we want to continue on bringing some of this great music to you from our friend Katie Dobbins. And up next, we're going to play something from her previous release, not the newer one, the previous one, She Is Free. And, Father's Day is next month, so let's go with this. This is really nice. This is Daddy's Song by the great Katie Dobbins, next on Local Outbreak.
Daddy, where do all the stars come from? Why is the sky so blue? Daddy, why do all the birds fly by on October afternoons? Daddy, why do all the leaves change? And Daddy, why don't you? Tell me, where do all the stars come from? I'm looking for the truth. He said, baby, nothing in this world could ever take me from Daddy's little girl. He said, darling, come here, take a seat. You wanna know where all the stars come from? They're right there, sparkling in your eyes. Walking down on Broadway, talking about big dreams. So you wanna be a big star? Daddy says that's okay. If you want diamonds and pearls, I have faith in you, my little girl. You're beautiful. And He said, baby, nothing in this world could ever take me from Daddy's little girl. He said, darling, come here, take a seat. Wanna know where all the stars come from? They're right there, sparkling in your eyes. Nothing in this world could take me from my little girl. Darling, come take a seat. You wanna know where all the stars come from? They're right there, sparkling in your stars come from. I know why the sky's so blue. Daddy, I know why the birds fly by on October afternoons. Daddy, I know why the leaves change, oh, but Daddy, I still need you. Tell me, where do all the stars come from? I love hearing it from you.
That is Daddy's Song by Katie Dobbins, our featured artist this week on Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. Before that, we heard Post-it Notes in the last segment, but let's keep going. She's got a lot of great music to share, and we'll come back to the present day. Her most recent release, There Is Light, and there is a song on that album called There's a Light. Very, very close. So it's not quite the same title as the album. There's a Light is the name of the song, and this is great. Let's listen to that next on Local Outbreak.
There's a light inside, and it shines. Yeah, it shines. There's a light inside, and it shines. Yeah, it shines so bright. When the shades open in the morning and the rays come through the window glass, and you hide your head under the covers, 'cause you want the darkness to last just a little longer, just a little longer. But that light shining in the morning, you can tell it's not going nowhere. So you pull your squinty eyes up, blinded by this beautiful day. Not everybody's ready to wake up. Not everybody's ready for a cup. They don't really want to see anything but their own sheets. But do you wanna do something? There's a light inside, and it shines. Yeah, it shines. There's a light inside, and it shines. Yeah, it shines so bright. But they don't really want to see the light that's bursting at your seams. But all you gotta do is tell me, do you wanna be something? 'Cause they don't wanna see the light. They don't know what's wrong from what's right. All you gotta do is tell me, do you wanna do
There's a Light from Katie Dobbins, our featured artist this week on Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. We'll do something a little bit different now. I want to share with you, Katie also has recorded a couple of instrumentals, and you don't hear a lot of instrumentals on this show, but I think it would be cool to play one of these, show some of her versatility. So this is an instrumental called Believe, from Katie Dobbins. Give this a listen. Hey everybody, welcome back. It's our local Outbreak Katie Dobbins edition. She is our featured artist this week. By the way, if you want to hear the original interview that we did with Katie a couple of years ago, all the shows are archived at ipmnation.com/local outbreak. But we have time we can fit in a couple more of her songs. I want to play something, a song that I think is particularly inspiring. It's called The Muse from her newest release. There's a Light, and then we're going to end with something kind of special that I found online from Katie, but this is a great song. This is called The Muse from Katie Dobbins, next on Local Outbreak.
Wake up again in the same old place. Get yourself ready for the same old day. Moving along at the same old pace. You're telling yourself that you like it that way. This routine is wearing thin, but sometimes in life it's just easier to blend in. That's what you tell yourself to keep on going. You're searching and running away from the truth. You're trying to hold on to someone else's news. You're dying to just step out of your shoes, all because you're frightened by the muse in you. Same old faces, pushing along in this never-ending race. So many shots that you'll never take. No room to risk making mistakes. You're searching and running away from the truth. You're trying to hold on to someone else's news. You're dying to just step out of your shoes, all because you're frightened by the muse in you. Ooh.
Was Katie Dobbins with The Muse, and we have time for one more song on this week's Local Outbreak. I promised something special. I found this online. This is looks like it's from a few years ago, but it's Katie Dobbins performing a cover of Fast Car by Tracy Chapman, and I was so impressed with it. I figured we'd use that to close out this week's episode of Local Outbreak with our featured artist this week, Katie Dobbins. So here it is, Katie doing Fast Car to finish up this week's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
You got a fast car, I wanna take it anywhere. Maybe make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Yeah, any place is better. nothing to prove. See, my old man's got a problem. He lives with the bottle, that's the way it is. He says his body's too old for working. His body's too young to look like this. My mama went off and left him. She wanted more from life than he could get. I said, somebody's gotta take care of him. I quit school and that's what I did. You got a fast car, I got a plan to get us out of here. I've been looking at a convenience store. Managed to save just a little bit of money. I won't have to drive too far. Just cross the border and into the city, and you and I can both get jobs. Finally see what it means to be living. You got a fast car. Is it fast enough that we can fly away? We gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or let me die this way. I remember we were driving in your car. Speed so fast I felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us, and your arms felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged. I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. Fast car, we go cruising, entertain ourselves. You still ain't got a job. Now I get a market as a checkout girl. Yeah, I know things will get better. You'll find work and I'll get promoted, and we'll move out of the shelter, buy a big house and live in the suburbs. Cause I remember we were driving in your car. The speed so fast I felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us, and your arms felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged. I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. You got a fast car, I got a job that pays all our bills, but you stay up drinking late at the bar. See more of your friends than you do your kids. I'd always hope for better. Thought maybe together you and me would find it. I got no plans, I ain't going nowhere. So take your fast car and keep on driving. You got a fast car. Is it fast enough that you can fly away? You gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or let me die this way.